Every kindness you've ever known was a lie. Every smile you've ever trusted was a transaction. And somewhere inside you already knew. They don't smile because they love you, they smile because you feed them, like rats in a Skinner box, pressing the lever of your kindness for another hit of validation, comfort, attention. You think it's love, you think it's connection, but it's hunger, hunger disguised as affection. You've been nothing but a banquet for everyone you've ever met. They carve you into little pieces with their words, their praise, their soft hands, and you let them because you need to believe someone wants you. But tell me if you stopped feeding them, would they even remember your name? You've mistaken warmth for safety your whole life, that gentle smile from a parent, that approving nod from a teacher, that delicate laugh from someone who said they loved you, but you never stopped to ask, if you stopped bleeding for them, would they still reach for you? Or would they simply find another body to feed on? But if you strip it all back, peel off the civility and the ritual, you'll see what Carl Jung warned about, the shadow, the part of every human that is nothing but need, devouring whatever it can reach. Harry Harlow's monkeys clung to cold, wire mothers just to feel something that wasn't hunger, and you're no different every time. You offer a piece of yourself, they consume it without thought. You wonder why you feel so hollow after being kind, why the people you save always return more broken. It's because their smile was never meant for you, it was meant for what you could give. You've called this love, you've called this friendship. There's a reason you feel tired after every conversation. It isn't just social fatigue, it's the quiet theft you never notice. Psychologists call it emotional vampirism, the way humans drain each other's psychic energy through what seems like harmless interaction. Every smile, every plea, every expectant glance is a hook sunk into you pulling something out. Even your silence feeds them because they fill it with their own needs. In 1968, researchers discovered the bystander effect. People do nothing to help because they assume someone else will. But no one ever assumes you need help, do they? Because you're too busy filling their emptiness to notice your own. And yet you keep showing up, you keep answering the phone. You keep smiling back, pretending it doesn't cut you a little more each time, because you've learned to mistake their hunger for your worth. But have you ever wondered what would happen if you simply stopped answering? Would they come closer? Or would they move on without looking back? It's written into your biology, the need to be needed. In the 1950s, Solomon Asch showed how easily humans betray themselves just to align with a group. They'd rather give the wrong answer than stand alone in silence. You're no different. Every smile you return, every small sacrifice you make, it's not just for them. It's because you cannot bear the terror of their withdrawal. You fear what their silence might reveal, that without your usefulness you are invisible, that their affection was never about you at all. And so you let them bite every small request, every casual manipulation. You offer up willingly, you smile as they eat, because to say no feels like dying. But sit with this thought. Every person you think you love is silently calculating what you give versus what you withhold. They smile when you feed them, they frown when you don't. If you stopped playing your part, if you let them starve, would they still see you as human? Or just another empty plate? Watch their eyes the next time you say no, watch the smile falter just for a second before they stitch it back into place. That flicker, that's the truth of them. It's the predator remembering it has teeth, because it feels better than acknowledging what you always suspected. They don't love you, they love what you give them. Or would they find someone softer to devour? You've spent your whole life believing smiles mean safety, but ethologists have known for decades. In primates, the smile often signals submission or veils aggression. Even in humans, it's rarely honest. In 1980, Paul Ekman catalogued what he called the Duchenne smile, the only smile that truly signals joy you've seen. It may be once or twice in your life, the rest, masks, all masks, and here you are, still offering yourself up, still letting them feed. So tell me, if you stopped smiling back, if you let the mask slip and stared into their hunger without flinching, would they stay? Every relationship you've ever known has been a negotiation you never consented to. You give more, they take more. You smile wider, they bite deeper. History is full of this quiet cannibalism. In 1848, Phineas Gage had a rod driven through his skull and emerged alive but changed. His kindness, his compliance, gone. And the people who claimed to love him recoiled, called him monstrous, because he no longer gave them what they wanted. What does that tell you? That even love is contingent, that even family has limits drawn in the sand around what you provide. You've mistaken being indispensable for being loved. You tell yourself they'd starve without you. But you never stop to wonder, how quickly would they find another host if you disappeared? You're so afraid of being alone you've never dared to test it, but the truth sits heavy, doesn't it? If you vanish tomorrow, not just from their sight but from their service, would they mourn you? Or would they simply sink their teeth into someone else? The hunger doesn't even belong to them alone, it belongs to the species. We are a swarm of parasites feeding on one another, disguised as civilization. You let them gnaw at you in pieces, so long as they smile through it, so long as you can still believe their hunger is a kind of affection. The economist Adam Smith claimed it was self-interest that held the world together, that every human action is rooted in personal gain. Or will they just move on, already hungry again? And haven't you felt it? Every favor repaid with expectation, every compliment followed by a price. Even children learn early to weaponize their need, crying not just for survival but for control. It's not malicious, it's instinct, and yet you keep pretending that what they take from you is noble, that what you sacrifice is love. But tell me, when they're finally full, when there's nothing left of you but skin and shadow, will they even notice what they've done? What frightens you most isn't their hunger, it's yours. The quiet, gnawing craving you carry, pretending it isn't there. It wears the face of love but moves like hunger. Or are you too afraid to look closely and find you've been smiling the same empty smile all along? You've dressed it up in pretty words, called it connection, called it belonging, but all it's ever been is a market. Bodies trading comfort for comfort until nothing feels real anymore. You smile too, you take too, you're no different. Every gift you've ever given came laced with expectation. Every kindness you've shown had a whisper underneath. See me, need me, love me back. You feed them so they'll feed you. And when they don't, when they forget, to smile. You hate them for it, don't you? Freud called it the death drive, this endless cycle of desire and destruction, the compulsion to devour and be devoured. So which is worse, their quiet appetite or yours? Which is more monstrous? You tell yourself you're not like them, that your giving is pure, that their hunger is uglier than yours, but watch yourself in the mirror, really watch. You light up when they need you, don't you? But nothing you give is ever enough, is it? They're always hungrier, and you keep smiling. You ache when they don't. You've built your identity around being consumed and called it virtue. The psychologist Eric Fromm called this the marketing personality, a self shaped entirely by others' demand. You've become a product on the shelves of their desire, and the more they take, the more you feel you matter. You've spent years letting them cut pieces out of you, thinking the holes they left proved you were loved. But have you stopped to wonder what's left of you now? When you strip away what they've bitten, what they've swallowed, what they've hollowed out, what remains? Or have you already disappeared into the mouths of 1,000 smiles? You cling to the illusion that you can stop whenever you choose, that you can wake up one morning and simply close yourself off, refuse to be devoured again. But you can't, because the hunger isn't just in them, it's in the air, in the culture, in the very shape of human survival. Social psychologist Leon Festinger called it cognitive dissonance. We lie to ourselves just to preserve the fragile narrative that we still hold. Even as we bleed ourselves dry for others, we whisper, "This is love, this is worth it." You see the same cycle written in history, revolutions, religions, economies, always one group, feeding on another until it collapses and begins again. It's not a flaw, it's the blueprint, and you're just another body in the design, smiling even as you're swallowed. So here's the question you've been too afraid to ask. If no one is innocent, if we're all feeding on each other, what does it mean to love? Or is love just the prettiest name we've given to our hunger? Now you see it clearly, don't you? Every smile ever flashed at you, every embrace, every whispered, "I need you," all of it, teeth behind lips. This is not cynicism, a cycle of appetites pretending to be intimacy. You've never once been touched without cost, and you've never touched another without a secret want in your chest. This is anatomy. Look at nature. The anglerfish lures its prey with a light. The Venus flytrap welcomes the insect before snapping shut. Evolution has perfected the art of the smile as bait, and we are no different. You've been baited over and over, and you've learned to bait others in turn. Even now, as you listen to these words, something in you is still bargaining, still asking, but what if my hunger is special? What if theirs is real? But tell me, if every connection is a transaction, if every kindness is just another mouth opening to feed, then what's left of you that belongs only to you? Or has everything you are already been swallowed? There is no word in any language for what you feel now, not grief, not rage, not clarity, just a hollow awareness, like waking in a room where every mirror has been smashed. You thought love would save you. You thought if you gave enough, smiled wide enough, stayed soft enough, someone would finally look at you without hunger in their eyes. And they, even the ones who swear they love you most, will keep coming back until there is nothing left but a carcass of smiles and apologies, because you're still starving yourself, still hoping to be fed. But you were wrong. Every I love you, just another way of saying, you still taste good to me. This is the quiet truth no one says aloud. You are not a person to them, you are a meal. And you? You'll keep smiling too, because you've forgotten how not to. Look around you, every face is another mouth, every embrace another bite. So tell me, if you can never escape their hunger, and you can never escape your own, then what are you really? Just another animal in the dark? Or the last scrap of yourself you'll ever get to keep?